Hello dear students, this lecture is for financial accounting students, for BCCA Sem 1 students, okay? And we are at the end of unit 4, and in this unit we have one topic that name as a consignment account, okay? In previous lecture we have seen about the theoretical part of consignment account. In this lecture we'll be having a look on the practical portion of consignment, okay? In this lecture we'll be having a question consisting of 3 different concepts, which is actually in this question, okay? And by this question we will try to understand what is consignment account and what is consignees account. So, okay, so this is how we can start with our lecture. So I am reading this question, which you can find in the description box of this same video, okay? So let's start with our question. So here is your question. Miss Surya Kumari, the proprietor of a modern sewing machine, sent on consignment to Mr. Surya Kumar 100 sewing machines costing rupees 100 each. The machines were sent at an invoice price which is 25% above cost price, okay? If your cost is 100, so your invoice price will be 125, okay? So that is how you can value the invoice portion, okay? So Miss Surya Kumari spent rupees 800 on freight and insurance. Now this is the part of Surya Kumari. Now we have Mr. Surya Kumar as consignee, okay? So consignee means the person who will receive the goods to sell that goods, okay? So Mr. Kumar is our consignee, Mr. Kumari is the consigner, and Mr. Surya Kumar has received a delivery of 90 machines, okay? Why this is 90? Surya Kumari has sent 100 saving machines, but he received only 90 machines properly. That means 10 being lost in transit, okay? That we have lost in transit. And Surya Kumar has paid rupees 500 for carriage, okay? Carriage expenses. And now Surya Kumar also have sold 70 saving machines on credit at rupees 500 each. He received the machinery at rupees 300 plus 25% above the cost. That means that will be 375, and he is selling that machines at rupees 500. He found 5 machines defective and therefore returned them to consignor at a cost of rupees 60. That means 10 we have lost in transit, 5 were defective, and now we have how we can calculate the pieces. So we had 100, now we received 90, we means consignee received 90. So here is this 10 is your loss in transit, loss in transit. Now you have this 90, so this 90, now 5 is 70 we have sold, and now we have 20, and in this we have sold the 70 units. Now we have 20 units, and this 20 units, from which 5 is defective, 5 is defective, okay? And this is your closing stock. 15 units are like your closing stocks, okay? Now we can proceed with our information. He found 5 machines defective and therefore returned them to consignor at a cost of rupees 60. He is entitled, he means Mr. Surya Kumar, the consignee, will able to receive 5% commission on invoice price, 5% commission on invoice price, 10% on surplus price realized, and 1% deal creator commission. So These all are the types of commission which will be taken by Surya Kumar and given by Surya Kumari. Okay, as the expense of saving. So this is our question. And what is the requirement of our question? What our question is trying to convey the message. The message is about we have one consignment business, and we means this modern saving machine. This is the company which has sent goods to Mr. Surya Kumar, and now we have to account this transactions as on consignment basis. Okay, so we have to calculate the transactions which is given in our question. So what is question is asking about? So in this question we have to prepare consignment account and the modern saving and the Surya Kumar's account. Okay, so let's start this question. So this is consignment account, and this will be like the trading account or P&L account. Okay, and by that concept you have to write all these expenses into this account. Okay, so let's start with our practice. So we have first transaction, that Mrs. Kumari, the proprietor of modern saving machine, sent on consignment to Mr. Surya Kumar 100 saving machines. So we have sent the goods at consignment. So what can be the entry? So goods sent on consignment account debit to goods sent on consignment. So we have to write here to goods sent on consignment account. And what can be the amount? So amount will be 300 each. We have to send this saving machines at rupees 300. Okay, so 300. So 300 is my cost price, and there is information written given in our question. We have to send this goods at 20% above the cost. So plus 20%. So it will become 375. Okay. So 375 for 1 unit and into 100. Why 100? Because we are sending 100 machines. So that's why, that is how 37,500 will be your goods sent on consignment account. That can be written in front of goods sent on consignment account. So 37,500. 37,500. Done. Now, next we have Miss Surya Kumari. The consignor spent rupees 800 on freight and consignment. So what we can write? So Surya Kumari must have spent money. That means that might be bank or cash. So we must have given cash or must have given bank, or that there might be the online transaction through bank. So there is only two possibilities, cash or bank. So for standardization we just want to write bank account. For which purpose? For freight and insurance. Amount is 800, which is given in the question. No issues. Then we have Mr. Surya Kumar received delivery of 90 machines. Okay, so Mr. Surya Kumar has received delivery of 90 machines, 10 lost in transit, and Mr. Surya Kumar has paid 500 as carriage. So Mr. Surya Kumar has paid this. That's why we have to debit consignment account, but we have to credit Surya Kumar's account. Okay, so that is how we have to write here to Surya Kumar's account, and amount will be 500. Okay, so Surya Kumar is credited here and consignment is debited here. So in the credit side of Surya Kumar we have to write by consignment account. Consignment account amount will be that 500. Okay. Now we have to now calculate the transaction which is being done, where, or I should say, that was a loss while we are transporting our goods, and that one is about 10 units being lost in transit. Okay, so we have to calculate that amount as well. So before that we can calculate the commission part, okay, because this one is somewhat trickier. So how we can calculate that? So to have that transaction, I have to take the blank part of this board. Okay. So there is commission at 3 parts. First, 5% on invoice price. So invoice price. So invoice price for the commission part. Invoice price is like 37,500. This is our invoice price, and we have to calculate 5% on the portion which is being sold by Surya Kumar. So that one is sold at 500 units, but that person have sold only 570 units. Okay, so 70. So into 70%. So 70% of this will become 26. We have to calculate this. 37,500 into 70%. 26,250. 26,250, and this is your selling price for 70 units. Okay, so this is your selling amount. So we have to take 5% on 26,520, and that will be 5% will be 1313. Now surplus price realized. So how we can calculate surplus price realized? So for this we have sold goods. So we means Surya Kumar have sold goods for 26,250 for 70 units at rupees 500 each, but we have sent this good at 375. This is how 375 into 100. So we have sent this goods at 375. So 70 units into 375 will become 35,000. Okay, so the balance 35,000 minus 26,250 will be 8,750. So this is your surplus amount. So at surplus, how much percent? So you have to calculate 10%. 10% on this 8,750. 8,750. So here 875. 10% will be 875. Now we have Dell Creditor Commission. So Dell Creditor Commission is only 1%. So 1% on which amount? Dell Creditor Commission will be given on the cost price. So cost price is 300 into 70 units. So 300 into 70 units will be 21,000. And what you have to calculate? You have around price of 375, and now you have to calculate Dell Creditor Commission. Okay, so in Dell Creditor Commission part, you have to take only 1% of the sold item. So there is 1% of 35,000. Okay, so this 1% will become 350. So that is how you can calculate They'll credit commission just by adding this unit. So your total commission will be 2538. Okay, so this is your commission amount, 2538. So 2538. So 2538 will be your commission amount. Okay, so from where we have taken 35,000. 35,000 means the things which we have sold at the price 500 into 70, that will be 35,000. So how we have taken 35,000? 70 units which has been sold by Surya Kumar at 500 each. So that is how we got 35,000. So 35,000 because of sales proceed. Okay, so that is how you can calculate the commission part. So this is our expense, and expense should be treated and at the debit side. So here to Surya Kumar's account, Surya Kumar's account, commission, and with what will be the amount? 2538. 2538. Okay, done. Now some cost is being incurred by the consignee, that is rupees 6, when 5 machines were defective, and that was returned by consignee to consignor at rupees 60. So that means that must be spent by the Surya Kumar. So Surya Kumar, again we have to write Surya Kumar's account, and what is for which purpose we are writing this? Returning cost, returning goods cost, and that one is rupees 60 only. Now we have some things on credit sides as well, and that all are, we have to overload the expense for 15 items, because 15 items are not in the part of this book, because 10 items are like lost in transit, and 5 machines are defective. So we have to overload the expenses for 15 units. So we have to write by goods sent on consignment account. So how we can calculate? 15 units into at the price of selling price 500, that one will be 7,500. And what is this? This is expense overload. Okay, then we have return. We have taken this modern sewing machine, has taken 5 machines return from Surya Kumar because that was defective. So we have to detach that 5 machines from this account. So we have to credit that, and we have to write by goods sent on consignment account. And at what price that will be? That will be at that was about 5 machines into at cost price. At cost price rupees 300. So that will be 1,500. Done.